Let's have a little chat about Delicious Feelings, the original and the brand new scent. Now, I made a video about this one a while back, and I had a couple of comments that were telling me that obviously this one came out before Toy 2, which is what I compared it to, that it didn't smell like Toy 2, and all, like I had a few different comments, and I was like, well, I just really want to know what this original one smells like then, because as far as I'm concerned, this one does smell like Toy 2, and actually this version, the brand new scent version, with this different packaging, it came out in 2020. So if I look on for Grantica, this was launched in 2020, and the old one, I'll have a look and see. I think it's a 90s perfume, the old one. Yeah, 1995. So, yes, this one came out before Toy 2. This one, no, this came out quite recently, after Toy 2, after Byredo's Blanche. So, I already had this one, and I was trying to decide whether I wanted to keep it. This one, I just thought, right, if I can find it for a good deal on eBay, I'm going to buy it. And I did. I got it for under a tenner. It was still wrapped up in its cellophane, so I know it's all good. This is just a 50ml. So I'm going to show you the difference between these, and then I'm going to tell you the difference between how they smell, because they are definitely, absolutely 100% not the same perfumes. They're not even trying to be the same perfumes. So let's go for this new one. Now, I don't actually keep the cap on my bottle because the cap smells gross. It smells like plastic and garlic, like it's really horrible. I mean, it still smells gross. So there you go. Now, what I might do is I might try and show you, if I can zoom this in. This is quite a detailed kind of, what is this? Some kind of big cat, puma or something. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be. Very detailed, textured lid. Okay, so that's the new one, and as you can see, it also has a kind of more modern font than the old one. So that's the 2021. This is the old one. Also different boxes, as you can see. I'm going to keep that one out. So this is the cute little old version. Here it is. Delicious Feelings. Now, if I come in close with this one, as you can see, this is a different type of cat. It's not as detailed. It's a different plastic. This doesn't smell disgusting either. No, this doesn't really smell gross the way that the new lids do. So this is the old version, and of course, this is a different font as well. So these are the two versions of Delicious Feelings. Let's get these back in focus. There we go. So, the original. Now, the original has totally different notes to the new one, and it smells totally different. The only thing that these two have in common is that they both smell like kind of fresh, clean, maybe sort of out of the shower laundry kind of smells, but they are very different. They're on different sort of ends of the spectrum, because the original, so this one, this has notes of freesia, musk, lily, jasmine, plum and sandalwood, and it is a very pungent white floral musk. It smells genuinely like laundry detergent. It's very, very soapy. And now I can totally understand why people who love this are furious about this, because this is a totally different kind of perfume. It doesn't smell the same at all. This is fruity. This one definitely, you might get a slight hint of the plum to give it an ever so slight syrupy vibe, but this is a floral perfume. This smells like a floral laundry detergent, a laundry powder. It's very powdery. It's quite sharp. Now, on paper, I kind of liked this one, and I was like, "Ooh, I've got two perfumes now that I quite like." They're same name, totally different perfumes, but I kind of like both of them. But on my skin, this was so screechy. It's so screechy, so soapy. It was actually like I had spilt some laundry powder on me, and when I had wet hands, and I like, if I hadn't rinsed that off, that's what this one smells like. So the original Delicious Feelings, I wouldn't be able to wear this. It's far too strong, far too soapy in a kind of shampooey powder or like laundry detergent powder smell kind of way for me. The way that like what's it called? Elizabeth Taylor's Sparkling White Diamonds. That is a hardcore floral laundry detergent scent that is so powdery it kind of takes my breath away. This one is running into that kind of territory. The very deep dry down is super pretty, and if I don't get too close to where it was sprayed on me, the kind of scent bubble around you, it's really nice and smells like just very clean laundry. It smells like you've just washed your clothes, washed and dried your clothes, because it's a dry smell. It's not like a wet smell at all. But it's too much for me. Excuse my phone popping off. But if I have a look and see what this one's been compared to, they're generally vintage perfumes. There's Giorgio Air, Powdered Veil. I don't know this one. Oh, one of Marc Jacob Daisy Blush. I've not heard of that one. JLo Glow. There you go. That's what it reminds me of, because I have JLo Glow. I will actually put that review up at some point in the future. I have JLo Glow. That one smells absolutely wild and animalic on me when I first spray it, and then it dries down into a slightly floral, soapy laundry detergent smell. That one isn't as sharp and as difficult to like sniff as this one once it's dried down, but I still can't really wear that glow either. They're both just a little bit too kind of soapy, in like, not in a kind of bar soap way, more in a kind of, you know, laundry detergent way, and I find those kind of perfumes really difficult to wear. But if you like those, I think this might be the queen of all laundry detergent scents, because it's nicer than White Diamonds, like a lot nicer, I would say. And yeah, so there's a couple of the glows. It's been compared to Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, but I don't think it smells anything like that, but it is fresh. The number one comparison is one that I don't know, so let me have a look. Paco Rabanne Pour Elle Eau de Aide. I've never heard of that one before. But anyway, so that's the original. Now the new version that came out in 2020, and sadly you don't seem to be able to get this. I mean, you still can buy the old bottles, but they've not just made another flanker, they've completely changed it and stopped making this. It's been replaced. So they've reformulated it to the point of madness, because it doesn't smell the same at all. Like, it just hasn't got any resemblance to it. It's got, I'm just going to spray this in the box. This one I can wear and I quite like. It's very fruity in comparison. So this new one, it really does remind me of a much less cloying and a much easier to wear version of Toy 2 by Moschino. That's what it smells like. And it has very similar notes. Yeah. So I have a little carded sample of Toy 2, and I did actually test these against each other when I originally got this, and before I did that other review. So the notes in this are top notes of apple, red currant and pepper, middle notes of peony, orris and jasmine, base notes of musk, whitewood, cedar and amber. I don't find it very woody. I get the red currant, I get the apple, I get a sweetness from the orris root, but obviously that's also iris. So there is a kind of powdery, slightly makeup-y. Yeah, I can almost taste it. A warmth from the pepper and a freshness from the peony. It's not massively jasmine-y, thank goodness, because I don't like jasmine. And it still has a laundry smell about it, in terms it smells crisp, but it smells like a freshly washed, crisp white shirt, but like if you've used a detergent that has fruit in it, because it definitely has a tangy fruit vibe about this, almost like a sort of white wine smell, if that makes sense. Yeah, there's kind of like a slightly sweetened white wine, you know, a light white wine smell going on mixed in with this laundry kind of smell. So they both still smell like fresh, clean girl perfumes, but they're really on different sides in terms of, this is more juicy, more fruity, lighter, easier to wear. This one is full laundry detergent powder, you know. The bottles are different, the writing's different, the scents are totally different, and they've been honest about it. You know, the box says brand new scent, and it is a brand new scent. So yeah, it was really interesting to smell both of these. I kind of wish I could wear this one because it does smell, I mean, you honestly couldn't smell more like you just washed every single one of your items of clothing. It's a lovely kind of overall smell. In fact, I mean, the problem is, if anyone else really wants this because they like this original, I'd feel bad if I was just using it on like my bedding or like, you know, around the house. But it would be perfect for that kind of thing because it would work like the best Febreze you've ever had. Do you know what I mean? It would make everything smell really clean and nice. This one's much easier to wear. It's nowhere near as strong. Which for me, because I'm a fuss pot, that's quite good. But for other people who like this, I'm sure this is very annoying because it's fruity and it's not very strong. It lasts, but only you can really sense it. It actually lasted on my clothes for a few days after I wore it. But again, like on me, I had to keep reapplying it. But I've got a big bottle of it, so it's fine. I just take off the lid because it smells so gross, and it does it actually permeates the perfume, and then I just keep it with a different lid, because this literally gets inside that sprayer and makes it smell gross. But again, like I said in the video where I originally talked about this one, if you like Moschino Toy 2, or if you wanted Moschino Toy 2 because it's been repeatedly compared to Blanche by Byredo, the Nostalgic, who I trust very much, also when she bought Blanche and she already had Toy 2, and she's actually got a comparison video, and she was annoyed that she'd bought Blanche because it smells so much to her like Moschino Toy 2. So Toy 2 is about £40, Blanche is like, well, I don't know, 150, 200. I mean, how much is a Byredo? So very expensive. So, but this is like £16 plus maybe postage. You can get these on Fragrance X. You might be able to get these on eBay now, actually, in the UK, but I got it from Fragrance X, and it was about £16 for 100ml. So, and I just bought a few things, so I got free postage, and Fragrance X are pretty fast for postage as well. So, I mean, just genuinely, like, if what you want is that Toy 2 Blanche vibe and you're on a mega budget, then try this one out. I think it might actually be really good. This, if you can still get this, I think actually Fragrance X has some of these back in stock, these old ones. If you really like hardcore laundry scents, if you like sparkling white diamonds, that kind of thing, this is a really very dry, powdery, very soapy laundry detergent powder smell, and you will smell like the cleanest person in the room at all times. So yeah, I mean, again, like super fun to try them out, but definitely very, very different perfumes.